There it is.
Hey, welcome back to Preliars Review. It's late night because he is finished watching PLL.
I have a new job, and unfortunately on PLL day, I can't enjoy the show for everybody else. So I have to watch it the following night, and I don't usually get home till really late now. But when I get home, I go ahead and I watch it, and we're doing the review like this. So day late, dollar short, but we're going to hope to get to you guys. So.
Yep. It's not really a day late. I was
Well,
going to be
it
on
was-
Wednesday, so today's Wednesday.
Okay, just so it's a little bit late. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So the girls, they try to get hold of Allie, telling them that Charles is alive.
Yes. But she finds out early on anyways.
Yep.
So she finds the card, the birthday card that Charles sent Allie's dad.
Yeah, in the car.
Yep. So that's already boom.
And the girls find out how to take the chip out.
And that was the scene I was hoping we was going to see. Like, the build testing was like, oh shit. I remember I was cringing. I was like, oh, they're going to fucking cut this. They're going to go Saw 2 on themselves. And I didn't know what going on themselves. But I was just like, in my mind, like, Saw 2, they're hacking away some flesh to get that chip out. Unfortunately, I guess, they did it. They helped each other out, and we didn't get to see anything gruesome, so that's alright. But still, yeah, the thought was crazy. Real quick, going back to Allie finding out that Charles was alive, this feels kind of ass backward because we, as an audience, we knew before they knew. Like, even before, like, the crowd's supposed to know. Like,
Charles is dead. No, he's not.
No, he's not. There ain't no way. Like, me and Hannah were the only two who were just like, nope, bullshit. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? When was the last episode of PLL?
Last week?
Was it last week? Okay, so last week, there was like, Charles is alive. I'm like, well, no shit. And then, like, the opening of this show is, oh my god, Charles is still alive. And I'm like, are you for real? Did you not watch PLL last week, Allie? God damn. So, yeah, it was one of those, like, we knew. We knew. But, sorry. Go ahead. So I don't want to go into my feeling about the rest of the episode.
The girl's supposed to meet up with Leslie, but she didn't show up.
I think Leslie's a dead end. I really do. I think she's wasting my time.
No, I think she's hiding something and she just don't want to tell them.
I'm going to go with Mona on this one. I think maybe she was kind of hiding something, but I don't think there's anything there.
Yeah.
I think she is hiding something stupid. I don't know. Maybe she killed one of the missing girls. Maybe she killed Bethany Young. Like, it's a different incident. Remember how, what was his name? Nate killed Maya?
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with A at all, right? No. Not a damn thing to do with A. Maybe it's another isolated incident, like maybe she killed somebody and we're assuming it's Charles. Charles is taking the blame for it, but it turns out to be this crazy bitch. Either way, I don't care. I don't think she's going to add anything else to the story. She's just another dead end.
Then Jason gets a birthday invite.
That's a pretty crazy scene right there. And I knew he was going to come back to play, but he got one of those. I used to play those as a kid, the little frog, plastic frogs. And you just, on their butt, you just pull it down and flip it up.
I think they still have them.
I think they still do. I'm sure if you go to Mr. Gaddy's, they'll have them over there. Oh, we don't have Mr. Gaddy's anymore. Yeah. I'm not sure anybody out there even has a Mr. Gaddy's either, but in our town, we used to have Mr. Gaddy's. Kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese. And it ran out of business.
Lorenzo tried to get a hold of Allie because she's not answering her phone.
I'm dead set again. I mean, everybody who's been watching the show over here, they know my feelings about Lorenzo and Allie and the storyline. It's stupid. The fact, I don't know if they're trying to make him look guilty. I don't think they were. But it just seems like, I don't care. Like, I just don't like Lorenzo. Get rid of his ass. But, I guess he's there to add something. But, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. And then Allie's dad is taking her to be safe, take her to a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to keep her away from Charles.
Yeah. Which, whatever. One of those things, too, where I'm like, which that leads up to something cool. I guess we'll figure that out later. I don't know if you wrote it down or not, but yeah, no, I didn't really care. I will say I am glad. While the liars are still making mistakes, they're still lying to people they shouldn't be lying to and all that shit. It seems like we're finally getting back on the common sense highway right now. Like, everybody was making really good decisions. I was proud of my liars this week, and including Allie. Like, I was on Allie's side, and that's rare. I am honestly shocked that this season is the only season. We're on what, season 6 right now?
Yeah.
So 5 previous seasons, I was just against Allie. Like, even before we knew Allie was back, I didn't like Allie. Like, you know, when she was just a flashback and she was considered dead, I didn't like her then. And I don't like her all the way up until now. And now I'm starting to come around, which I really, it's shocking because I didn't like, and same with Mona. I hated Mona forever. And it wasn't until like, I don't know, last season I like coming back on Mona. So Allie is getting back on my list where I'm liking her and I'm liking the decisions. I still don't want her and Lorenzo to end up here because fuck Lorenzo. He's just, and he has no personality to me. Like, I don't know, it just seems like he's just there. We can get a better guy. I would much rather see someone like, well, who's the nerd? Who's the nerd that was like crushing on Hannah for a little bit? Lucas. Lucas. I would like to see Lucas end up with like the former Queen Bee. Let the nerd get some, because dude, Lucas gets shafted so much in this show. He don't ever get the girl.
Where is he though?
He's going to school. I know. Show-wise, he's been gone for a while. But the last time he was there wasn't when Mona was like leading her team to take Allie down, and he just like disappeared after that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would like to see Lucas break him off a piece though. So.
Mike's back. Yay.
Yes. You know what? And that's another one that. Am I jumping ahead if I talk about him and Mona getting back together?
No.
Okay. Mike's one of those guys. He was just another one like much like, with the exception of. No, okay, I won't go that far. I love Hannah's mom. Actually, I like her. I love her. Like, she just. And it doesn't act up to the character. I think the character. I mean, I don't know. I'm usually on her side more than anything else. I don't mind Mrs. Hastings. I think she's way too strict. But damn it, when you are down, she has your back. Guess what? That's the best parent to have. I do not really care for Emily's mom. I just think she flip-flops way too much. And I don't like Aria's parents at all. Now, the only sibling of these, like, you know, full-blood sibling that lives in the house, is Mike. And honestly, I didn't like him at all. I just didn't. This is the very first episode. And I didn't like him. He was just so bland in early episodes. And then they start getting this whole he's in love with Mona, and I didn't give a shit. And I never once suspected him of anything, even though you were all about, Mike's A, I guarantee it. Nope. I was never against him. I thought he got way too fucking attached to Mona, but I never once thought he was a threat at all. But this is the first episode he comes back, and I'm actually kind of happy to see him back. And not just that, he, you know, the acting's gotten better with him. I thought his performance, dude, sitting there teary-eyed, and the scene he has with Mona, it's really good. And it was weird because initially I can give a shit if these guys were together or apart. And tonight was the first night I'm like, you know what? I hope you guys wind up together. Like, I really do. And have you already got the Allie Mona team up thing, or
What?
is that on there? Mona picks
Allie?
up Allie. Does Mona pick up Allie?
Oh,
You should write it down.
no.
Okay, so I was really happy that Mona and Mike pseudo patched shit
Oh,
up.
I do, but it's way down here.
Okay, I'll wait then. But I'm really glad to patch things up. And truth is, I'm okay with that one. Like I don't mind if Mona, because right now, even though to me the liars are the four, you know, Emily, Aria, Spencer, and Hannah, you always expand that circle just a little bit more for Allie and Mona. You know, they're that extended liars, you know. And right now, I'm not gonna lie, I have been on Team Mona for a little bit now. Since before she was killed, or, you know, I'm going to use quotations, before she was killed. However, now that, you know, she's back, and hopefully, and we'll get to that in a second, you know, she's back stronger than ever. No, I'm really glad to see that, you know, she's, you know, doing a lot better. So, I'm not sure how the fuck Mike persuaded her mom to let him up there. Like, seriously, she was, like, over the fucking edge forever. And I figured she'd be even more once she got Mona back, but he's just like, can I go upstairs? And she's like, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, all right.
And Hannah gets a scholarship, but she thinks it's like kind of fishy.
It is fishy.
Yeah. So she basically like her and Spencer looking at things up.
Well, what you find out, because Jason, and I don't, here's the weird thing. The thing that she said Jason referred it, I don't think Jason's behind anything. I really don't. Unless if it turns out that he turns out to be Charles because they're twins. Which would be impossible because A showed up to talk to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't get me wrong, I guess it's not impossible. I guess there could be a way Jason is A. I hope it's not. I like Jason's character. Regardless, I'm getting sidetracked. What am I talking about again? I'm sorry. I'm tired of shit. What was the last thing you said?
Scholarship.
Scholarship. So it was Jason that told Hannah's mom to apply for a scholarship, and then she gets it. Now, where do you know it's suspicious? Because one of the many charities and companies that are, companies / facilities that this charity helped was the Radley Institute. And it all goes back to Mrs. De Laurentiis. Now, they're thinking, the theory is that what if this charity was really just Charles's bank account? Because we all know that Mrs. De Laurentiis knew Charles was still alive. Like, she had to have. And maybe she was giving money. And that's a theory right there. The fact that Jason was the one that put him on that path is the only thing that makes me go, what? Like, that's a little suspicious. Now, I'm not saying, but it is like, okay, because we as an audience know that it's fishy. Hannah and Spencer are like, this is fishy. Yeah. And I was glad, I kind of wish she was more direct with her mom, but she did kind of just bring up the fact that, like, this could be weird, you got to trust me on this, but unfortunately her mom's like, we already deposited the check. Now, I can see this coming back to bite them in the ass. It's done it so many times before, money and shit like that. So I don't know. I can see it coming back and biting them all in the ass, but I hope not. But if it does, it's going to make you wonder, like, the person that put him on that path was Jason. So now it kind of brings up those questions, like, could Jason be Charles? I mean, if it's his twin, and maybe here's a theory. Now, I'm not saying I'm behind this 100% or anything like that, but here's a theory, is Sarah, and Charles is Jason. And here's the thing, yes, A has some titties, so we know A is a girl. Maybe A was just trying to get a point, or, in secret, in code, get a hold of Charles. And that's how she does it, is through these birthday cards or whatever. Or maybe she leaves messages for him. So maybe we think that Charles is calling out Jason, and in fact, it's actually just A trying to get in touch with him. So I can see that to an extent. Maybe Sarah's just a little fucked in the head. She's a former... Was she former Radley or not? She'll probably end up being former Radley at some point. Anyways, and of course, Jason's Charles. And, I don't know, that's a theory. I'm not saying that's what I'm going with. I'm not saying, like, I'm behind that. But it is an interesting theory. Interesting thought. And that meeting that they have at the arcade later on, which I don't know if you brought that up yet or not. Or are you going to bring that up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll get to that here in a second.
Then Spencer... The girls take the chips out of their neck.
Yeah, we talked about that.
You already did?
Yeah, that's way back there at the top.
And then the girls follow Jason. See who Charles is.
So we're going to the arcade now?
Yeah.
So the big plan...
Wait. Spencer tells Toby about A.
Okay. They let Toby in on the plan, which was smart. And of course, the fact that... And I agree with Toby. He wanted to go with Tanner.
It was smart. It kind of ruined the plan.
Well, it backfired on him. But I think the plan was a good plan. I mean, it was a good plan. It fucked up, and we'll get to that in a second. But, he wanted to tell Tanner, and they're like, listen, don't tell Tanner. As soon as this gets over the airwaves that we're tracking A, it could be bad. Although, he could have told Tanner and be like, listen, if we go, we broadcast this, A's going to know we should go in secret. I don't know. But anyways, that was why they didn't tell her. But he's like, all right, we'll do it your way. But we'll do it that way. But if we're going to do it that way, if you're going to have me help, then we're going to do it my way. And he wanted to go there in secret. Yeah. Now, that was a smart plan. That was a smart plan. Now, what they don't know is that at the same time, Allie, who gets picked up by Mona, which I loved seeing that. That, to me, was one of my favorite scenes. Because it was just like, these two girls who have hated each other for long periods of time. They kind of teamed up slightly when Redcoat would visit Mona in the hospital. It could have been Cece or Allie, we don't know, but I assumed it was Allie. Either way, it doesn't matter. But they hate each other. Like, it came to a war. And of course, when Mona goes missing, we all blame Allie. I still blame Allie. But anyways, not her. So the fact that Allie has no one to turn to, like Cece's missing and Noel Khan is gone, but she turns to Mona, and I just like that. And to see them in the car together, I really dug. Allie did what I thought was smart, because at one point, the liars decide to go. Like, fucking Toby and Lorenzo, they break away from the cops. They don't tell them where they're going. Lorenzo realizes Toby's up to something, and of course, you know, he's a partner. He's gonna go with him. Unfortunately, and when the girls are, you know, they're getting a little impatient, and once, you know, at this point, Jason is at the arcade, and you know A's there. Well, or Charles. Which I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna go with A. I'm not gonna say Charles. I might say get tired of the tie.
Is he?
Anyways, so I'm not gonna say it's Charles, or I won't say it's A. So they're there. Toby and Lorenzo shows up, but then when the liars are gonna leave, at one part Aria was gonna call the cops, and I was watching that and I was like, "Don't do it!" Like,
but then
what? I'm getting there. I was like, "Don't do it!" Like, I really think I agree with you, girls. I wish you wouldn't have lied so much about it, but I agree with you. This is your chance. Now I know, just as a TV viewer, that we're not going to crack the case tonight. We still got a whole season and the rest of this season to go. So I know it's not going to crack the case. I'm not stupid. But just from a story standpoint, you're like, I hope these girls do it. This is their chance. But when Allie was in the car, she goes to call the cops, and you know what? For some reason, I was like, yeah, no, you definitely need to call the cops. Like, it just seemed like the right thing to do, but it did backfire because the cops show up at the arcade. They show up at the house first. They see the car, and then they decide to go out there. So the liars are there. Lorenzo, Toby's there.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Because Spencer has a pot problem, which I really hate saying pot problem. Like, I don't smoke pot. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but they're like making it like it's cocaine or some shit, but whatever, or heroin.
And on gummies.
But what happens is, yeah, they put it in food, and because Spencer's been trying to get some sleep, and I'm okay with that. I'm not against that. In fact, they're trying to. But the thing is, it is infecting her life. And what happens is, of course, Toby sees it in a bag, and I forget what the note said, like, you know, to my sweet or some shit like that. I don't know. It was just something stupid. Toby just assumed it was for him, I guess. So he just, well, what's the guy to do? You take the candy. You eat the candy. Thing is, he starts fucking tripping balls just at the wrong point.
Yeah.
You know.
The lights, arcade lights.
Oh yeah, the strobes were going, the lights were going, the black lights on. Ace shooting tennis balls through like a tennis balls thing, knocking everybody down. The liars were getting, you know, shot at. And dude, Toby doesn't do shit. Like, Toby just sits down on his ass because he is tripping balls. Anyways, and then of course the cops show up and everybody's busted. And the thing is,
they go to jail.
Oh, they go to the police station. They go to jail. They go to the police station, and they're back in their parents' custody. Problem is with Toby is that's going to be in the police report. Is A, he broke away from his station, didn't let the captain know where they was going. They head out of their jurisdiction with him and Lauren. He gets his rookie partner in with him. And then the fact that he just like spaces out, like he had the guy, boom, he had A. And thing is, he starts fucking tripping. Now they don't know he's tripping, but they're gonna be like, "What the fuck happened? You just sat down while you know the cops took care of everything else." They're gonna drug test his ass. Like, I work for enough companies to know when you start acting weird like that, you get fucking drug tested. And problem is, he's gonna fail. And thing is, like now he knows that Spencer did. And thing is, A gets away yet again. Of course, Jason's pissed because Jason
he's all drinking.
Yeah, he's hitting the bottle again. He was. Well, did he drink or was he going to drink?
I think he just poured a glass.
So we don't know. He hadn't officially hit the bottle yet. At least not to our knowledge. But he was going that way. But he was like, I want to bring him myself. Yeah. All the liars get picked up by their parents. You don't really see Emily that story because her mom's kind of a bitch sometimes. So she probably got chewed out. You get the idea, you didn't see it, but you get the idea that Aria was chewed out by her parents, probably her dad, chewed her up one way or another. We do see Ashley pissed at Hannah, and of course, we don't see it, but you know it's coming, Mrs. Hastings. Yeah. You don't want to fucking incur her wrath. However, one of the last scenes, and they're in the police station, dude, Toby is, you know, he's trying to ride out the effects. He's trying to ride out, you know, his high. And you get a lot in you. You know, your chest goes numb. You're just trying to you're breathing back, but you never experienced it. You're just trying to, you know, grasp with it. And I don't know if Toby's ever got, you know, high or anything. So maybe he hasn't. This is his first time. He took a shitload. And anyways, you can tell he's kind of pissed at Spencer. Now, I don't think this is the end of, how you pronounce it, Sophie's?
Yeah.
Spopey? It's ain't the end of that at all. He loves her too much. He's pissed. Oh, he is pissed right now. And you know what? He has every right to be. Spencer, come on. You are better than that. I know what kills me is the fact that she's better than this. But, you know, whatever. She has her demons, and it's okay. We all do. I mean, that's what makes this show good, because everybody is human on this. Everybody has their problems, and, you know, we deal with it. So, yeah, I tell you right now, it's going to be a rocky road from here on out. They're going to be fighting some more, but I will say he ain't mad. He ain't going to be too bad. He ain't going to be so pissed at her that...
There's a video at the end.
Oh, yeah, because when Jason and Allie are talking, because Allie's trying to be like, put the ball down. And this is the one time that, maybe because they are breaking away from the books. So I think right now, I don't think they were going to break away from the books initially. I think it was going to be Allie and her twin sister, and Allie's going to be the one who was like the twin. She was the evil. The fact that they quickly, you can tell they did an audible, because her personality is so much different now. Like, she was a conniving cunt for like 5 seasons. And now she's normal. And I'm just like, you can just tell they shifted gears on that. But she's trying to get her brother to stop drinking. Dude, she did not like her brother at all for like 5 seasons. They bitched, they hate each other, and now she's like the carrying. So I mean, I can tell you right now, for any of these fucking producers and writers, like, no, we had this plan. You didn't have this shit planned out. You were going by the books until you realize, oh shit, people are reading the books. We got to give them something different, and then you shifted gears. And I hope you guys can smooth it out. I really do. But anyways, at her talking, you hear like a young Charles like, oh hey, Jason over here, or whatever. She was calling him Freddy in the movie, right?
Yeah.
I don't get that. Is that something? Did I miss something? Or
No, I don't think
so that's just okay. But anyways, I'm not gonna lie, that part was kind of crazy, because I assumed we was gonna go into a flashback. Like, we're gonna hear the audio first, and then the flashback will follow. But the fact that Allie and him both look over, I was like, oh shit, like this is happening in reality. And then you realize it's a camera, and it's just it's a video, it's a projector of them
at
the arcade playing with the frogs, which was the thing that was left behind, the symbol, if you will, of Charles. Not symbol of Charles, but the token that he leaves behind, so that Jason knows to follow him to the arcade. And but you see the 3 of them playing, but the whole time the mom, Mrs. De Laurentiis, keeps saying Freddy. And I don't get that, unless his middle name was, I don't know. It's weird.
It's like, I have to go back.
Yeah, and obviously Radley. I mean, come on. But yeah, no, so that was the end of the episode. And then Charles, or A, opens his birthday gift to himself, and it's a still picture of the 3 of them as kids playing at the arcade.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the episode, sweetie?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was better than last week's.
Yeah. Oh, by far. It's a better one than the past 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, this is a high episode. This is a good episode. Anything else to it? Moments you liked, moments you didn't like.
I didn't like how Emily and Hannah kissed. Not Hannah, but Sarah.
Sarah. I'm done talking about. I hate Sarah. I hate the storyline. It's so stupid. The fact that like all the liars early on in the episode, including Mona, Allie was taken by her father, but they were all trying to solve the fucking problem. And what's Emily doing? She's dating around with Sarah. And Emma's like, what the fuck? Fuck Sarah. Sarah is the root of your problems right now. Seriously. So that just pissed me off for one. The fact that, I don't know, I still don't believe how they're buying into this bullshit for, another thing. And then, of course, the fact that now not only is Emily in love with Sarah, I'm not going to say in love, but she's definitely infatuated with her. She's getting jealous of her because an old childhood friend of hers named Claire is showing interest in her, and now she's just like, no, you can't live. And I'm like, what? I don't know. I just hate this fucking storyline so much. This is the worst one in the entire 6-year run, or 5+ years run of the show. I just don't like this whole Emily and Sarah. It just seems like Emily bounces back so fucking quickly. She goes from girl to girl. Maya gets killed, dude. She's banging Paige. Paige leaves her, and now she's banging Sarah. And I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? Just come on, calm down for a second. kudos, she's getting more ass than anybody on the show right now. Seriously, she's crushing ass all over town. But still, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, fuck. I want Paige back. I'll tell you right now, I want Paige back. I want Paige back. But, you know.
What did you like about the episode?
I mentioned it throughout. I think this was a way better episode than last time. I don't care we're not getting that many answers. I'm expecting, the summer answers. They got rid of that tagline really quick. You notice that? They no longer say summer answers. Now they're just like, countdown, fuck it. And I'm okay with that, though, because they delivered the goods on this one. This was a very entertaining episode. Of course, luckily, we get to watch it I watched it on demand, so I got to fast forward through commercials. So but that 44 minutes went by really fucking quick. I really dug the episode. Like I said, there are some things that are still bugging me, but, they're minor. I'm glad the liars are now getting back on that page. They're once again, if Emily would get her head out of her ass, Arya's kind of, all the problems they were going through.
Out Sarah's ass.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No, seriously. It seems like they're all kind of, Hannah's definitely mellowed out since her whole, freak out. And she was, pushing everybody away because, Caleb stepped up and said, hey, knock it off. And he kissed her. He rape-kissed her. And guess what? It did the trick because now our Hannah's back. Hopefully, Spencer getting Toby in near trouble will be enough to get her off this whole pot, I don't know, it sounds so stupid when I say pot addiction, but it is the ABC Family, so pot's evil, I guess. But it'll get her off that, and hopefully she'll be back on track. Arya, she's opening up more and more. It's not like she's coming full out. Like, her and Mike had a pretty touching moment. And once again, I'm impressed with Cody Christian, his name. His performance was really spot on in this episode. And anyways, he had a really touching moment with Arya after she gets chewed out. She's crying next to her bed, and they had this little moment. But she's just like, the whole time he's like, you are brave, and braver than you think. And she's like, why do I feel so scared? And I'm like, I get it. Like, she's gonna call the cops, but she went with him. It's one of those things where she's gonna eventually get over it, and I'm glad to see her do that. And hopefully, with Sarah getting her fucking ass out of the house, Emily will be back full time on the team. So right now, all the liars, they're uniting. They really are. Allie and same thing. Allie and Mona, they're on the same page. And like I said, the only monkey wrench there will probably be Leslie. But fuck it, whatever. They'll deal with that when that crazy bitch rears her ugly head. However, no, we're getting through that. We're getting through that shit right now. So no, liars are back on the same page. I kind of wish we had some Caleb this episode. Yeah. No Caleb at all, but Toby came back. No, it was a solid episode. It really was. Man, I kind of went as we were going through the list here. Everything that happened, I was mentioning what I liked. I mean, there's Mona and Mike, I really like that. Allie getting in the car with Mona, I really like that. Them getting the chips out of their neck, I thought that was crazy. Wish we could have saw that. And once again, I like the plan and the fact that it backfired, you kind of hate. But it was still a good story. Like, I don't know, I like that. Like, I thought that was a really intense scene. You knew it wasn't going to fail, but whatever. So like I said, we're getting back on track. PLL took a couple weeks off, just giving us really shitty episodes, but now we're back, PLL is back on the top form. And it looks like these next few episodes are going to be really exciting. Next episode is going to be pretty heart-pounding. And then we're going to finally come face-to-face with A.
In 2 episodes.
2 more weeks, so I'm really pumped. It's going to be the summer finale because they like to do 2 episodes at a time and quit. But, yeah, we're going to finally get to the end of this, so, or at least mid-season. So, yeah, no, big thumbs up this episode. Absolutely. Loved it.
Tell me what you guys think of the episode and your theories.
Yes, guys, get interactive with us, please. Comment down below with your theories. If you don't like what we're doing, let us know. We'll fix this shit. Or we'll compromise with you. We'll talk it out. But yeah, no, we're just 2 really big PLL fans. And I'm not even ashamed to say it. There is no for girls or no. I mean, this is a top-notch show. It really is. I hate the fact that I won't be able to be online. Which maybe is a good thing, because maybe it's creepy that 30-year-old guy is online with a bunch of teenage girls like, yay, PLL. So maybe that is a good thing. But anyways, I miss it. I really do. I really hate the fact that I had to work last night and I missed my PLL. But yeah, no, definitely guys, chime in, let us know. Talk to us. I mean, yeah, this is a community. That's all I got. The show is like I've literally made so many friends in the PLL line community, and it's just because we all have that same, common interest. Like I'm gonna hate when the show's over. I really am. But,
Yeah.
all right, so guys, hit her up on Facebook, Maya Angel. She's also on Twitter, Maya the Fallen Angel. You have a weird name on Twitter. She don't know how to change it either. But anyways, hit her up there, and then of course Instagram. You can do Instagram, so so you got that going on. So
Until the next video, it should be Friday because there's no.
You're not doing upcoming weekend movies.
No.